Join us for the weekend Whirlwind episode coming right up here on Trident Wargaming. All about that sweet, sweet hobby progress and also tabletop gaming.
Welcome to Trident Wargaming, a podcast dedicated to all aspects of tabletop wargaming. Your hosts are Bill and Andy.
Hey everybody, welcome back. This is episode 31, and this is going to be basically the hobby hangout. It was a whirlwind all weekend of different games, actually in week. It's been just a ton of stuff happening with a lot more stuff on the horizon. If you're tuning in for your first time, I'm your host Bill, and I'm joined with my co-host.
I'm Andy.
And we'll just jump right into it because there's a lot of stuff to cover in this episode. Basically, hobby progress. I know there's been a fair amount of stuff happening.
Yeah, there's so many projects on the go.
Yeah.
honestly, like this week alone, I've had a little bit of a mini holiday, so just kind of been tinkering with a lot of stuff from bolt action, Battletech to a little bit of terrain, some Star Wars Legion stuff that I've kind of just had on the shelf there. So a lot of that kind of stuff. 3D printing as well. You know, some more Battletech terrain, just playing games too. So
Yes.
We've played a couple games here and there. As for progress, mainly just kind of touching base on everything and not getting anywhere, but sort of getting somewhere with just a little bit here and there. So mainly been trying to concentrate on trying to get more of those Winter Germans done up. And then, of course, my Inner Sphere unit, the House Steiner Lyrian Guard. So, getting them all done up in the blue and white, just like the ones you guys seen before, but some different mechs.
Yeah, which they're looking pretty good in the work in progress pictures.
Oh, yeah. No, they guys have really actually enjoyed those paint schemes that I did, and I had a lot of guys asking about some of the mechs in the pictures, and pretty simple to do actually. Like you can bang them out really, really quick. So yeah, any questions for that, just send them my way, and definitely can give you a helping hand with that. So how would you, Bill? What did you have on the go?
There's been so much stuff, like you said. That's probably honestly the best way to say it. This week's just been a lot of honestly, it's been gathering all these little loose ends from different projects. I picked up the new Orlac House Orlac Ganger like weapon upgrade set the GW put out, and I've got a few more gangers I want to get built and round off the gang. The sprue is super nice, very well done. What's nice is I hope that this is a sign of things to come from GW for Necromunda in general. All the plastic upgrade stuff. Been getting that done and slowly chipping away on this last of this group. My last Saber tank for my word bearers and some mech warrior as well. Trying to get the last of that star finished off.
Nice. Yeah, my White Scar is kind of in the shop, really. Kind of just at a point where, okay, I got those guys kind of prepped. I really need to jump on them, but there's these other projects that are calling my name. So
yeah, well, that's just it. And there's been a lot of stuff. Like, it may not sound like a whole lot of progress has happened, but yeah, it's been busy. It's been busy. There's been a lot of things going on, and as we continue to go through the show, I think you'll start to kind of see why it's been so crazy and so busy.
Definitely between between our real life work hours and stuff, trying
Yeah.
to get this stuff done, plus our hobby and whatnot. It's
Oh.
just been it's been busy for sure.
Yes.
For sure. But I mean, like on the gaming front, it's actually been the last 5 days have been actually pretty good.
Yep.
Wednesday night there, last Wednesday, was finally able to face off against Bill in his very first bolt action match.
Oh yeah.
So that was super fun. Bill was playing his Americans, and I was playing my Germans. So it was 750 points we played.
Yep.
And just I picked a little bit of this and that in my army, just kind of show him what to do or what units do in the game. And then Bill had taken his hand at building an army as well, which was actually pretty decent for the amount of points that we had. So had a lot of fun with that. He learned a lot, and I was very, very happy that finally got to do it.
Yeah, it definitely was a lot of fun. For 750, it wasn't a bad list. I ended up having a first lieutenant with a SMG kind of bodyguard dude, a forward air observer officer, also with a SMG buddy, and then 2 10-man just a regular American GI units.
Infantry.
Yeah, infantry. Each of them had SMG and a bar. My main goal for this army is basically mid-era, so trying to stick around that 1943 mark.
Yeah.
And then I took 2 MMG machine gun teams, and then I had a dirty old Sherman tank, which was pretty fun to play. Everything was regular. I just kind of jumped in and wanted to see basics first, just to see how the units and how the turns worked, and the alternating dice for deployment and everything. I think we were playing No Man's Land mission.
Yeah.
And that was pretty interesting. That prep bombardment was also interesting.
Yeah, it can be devastating.
Yeah, it definitely. So I definitely think some of the rolls hit you a little harder. But
just a little.
Yeah, it was cool though. It was a lot of fun, especially that Sherman. It felt really powerful on the table as I was just driving up and just letting loose with MMGs and like just trying to tear into that one poor infantry squad.
Yeah, that squad. I so positioned him like so bad that match. Like you should have never put him out on that flank, but he got caught off guard, and what can I say? They pretty much got pinned the whole game. So
yeah, although it wasn't a complete wash. I was busting out, like I said, all those MMGs on that Sherman M1A4, and basically because my top hatch was open, Andy decided to show me the meaning of pain. And came at me with the flamethrower team, and that poor Sherman just burst into flames. It was over. It was over.
Yeah, and it was the first time I've actually used the flamer team. So, yeah, interesting. But yeah, no, it was good because like both armies had slightly different units to use, and you're able to see the effects of like a mortar team and snipers and such, right? So yeah, pretty glad that we did that, and you actually really enjoyed it. So
yeah, it was good
because like you said before, you've been a EW kid for eons, since the warp was made. Pretty much.
Yeah.
Bill's been playing some GW games for a long time. So have I. But to introduce him into this game, I was super excited. So It was nice because we had some other players there too, playing as well, and everybody had a laugh. Everybody was talking, chit chatting, talking about rules and stuff, and just really positive environment. So it's definitely the way to go, and I guess this week you'll be coming down again, right? So,
yeah, that's the plan. I want a stretch of days now, which is nice for work. So I've got like the next month where I can actually get some bolt action games in and finish off some boot camp lessons, right? So I can be a competent soldier in the tabletop.
general, yeah.
Yeah, so it's pretty good. But yeah, learned a lot in that game. Definitely will be taking some other units this round and just experimenting. I have a decent sized force where I have a lot of multiple units to choose from, and specialty units, so pretty excited to try some new stuff out. I think it'll be hard to not use MMG teams. I know Americans get 3 for the choice of 1, like in terms of, I guess, Force Org on their chart, but I only rolled with 2. I didn't want to go cheesy or extra greasy. I've read some stuff online, and I didn't want to play too hardcore. That Air Observer also, he was okay, but the skies were empty for most of the game.
Yeah,
so
they were.
Not bad though.
Literally hit or miss, right?
Yeah,
so.
for sure. But yeah, tons of fun. The mobility of the Americans being able to move and fire with the advance order is super, super good. I really think they have a lot of fun little mechanics in that army. So, and almost kind of like the best of everything, right? Like technology wise, and the radios and the weapons, and it's kind of cool. So
nice.
Yeah, definitely enjoy that.
No, it was good fun that night for sure.
Yeah,
definitely.
And that's just what kicked off on Wednesday, right? We started planning after that. Started planning some sweet Battletech. And we were getting one of our friends into a crash course at the Mech Warrior Academy, which was basically Isaac. Big shout out. And yeah, we had a 2v2 little trial of possession going on, and it was a nasty battle.
That it was.
It was nasty.
You underestimated the power.
Well, yeah, and I made some pretty early on mistakes. I ended up taking a Mad Dog Prime and a Summoner Prime, which if you're Intersphere scum, that would be a Vulture and a Thor to you. But speaking to my fellow clanners out there, I ended up taking the Prime variants, and first turn just alpha striking everything with that Mad Dog, and not realizing how much heat large, medium pulse lasers do, and also LRM-20s. And I was like, oh wow, I've already jumped up to 12, and I'm so close and so engaged now that I can't back off, and I can't limit my shooting. I was committed, and I really paid.
No, for sure. It was interesting because you had like your summoner actually was faced off against Isaac and his summoner.
Yeah.
And even though you had different variants of the mechs, pretty much like you guys were going toe to toe with each other, slugging it out, and you can tell it was going to be a bit of a while to slug each other, get each other down in armor, right?
Just a slap fight.
Yeah. And then when my Gargoyle / Man of War was engaging your Vulture, it got ugly once we really got close to each other. So there was a lot of armor stripped off of my Man of War for sure. Like my whole top half of my mech, the armor was literally stripped, including taking a headshot. Strip some armor off of there too, which always seems to happen in any of my games. but legs were relatively clean. But also that mech was able to dish out some firepower and literally sustain its heat decently, right? So
Like sustain its heat the whole game.
yeah,
It was quite impressive actually. My Mad Dog did not do well in that front. There was a point when we were point blank for 2 turns, and I was trying to be really conservative, and I was like, no, you know what? Forget it. I'm gonna die, and I know I'm gonna die. I'm gonna alpha strike everything. Just let it rip. And I think in one turn, I ended up bumping up to like 56 heat points, and then my 24 heat sinks dropped me down. But I was so overheated, mech shut down, ammo explosion. It got nasty.
Yeah, and you had already taken an engine hit from before.
yes, and took out my XL, and that was it. She went over, and despite all that, alpha striking point blank, I detected a little bit of treachery from Clan Wolf, so I decided to break my honor bound, fighting style, and fired my summoner into that gargoyle as well, and it still didn't die.
No.
And that was it.
Oh, but it didn't die, but oh boy, did it take tons of damage.
Yeah.
Right? He scored quite a few criticals on me. And I think I lost a weapon or something, or some heat sinks or something.
Yeah, heat sinks
like
and a few other little items, targeting computer and other stuff.
I'm surprised that my pilot didn't fall,
Yeah.
So, but yeah, pretty good. It was enjoyable. I know Isaac had a really great time.
Yeah.
A lot of different rules popped up, which we kind of went through and worked out, right? Of course, all of us, even including me, who played it way back when, it's like new again. It's kind of it's a new game for me as well. Jumping back into it. Yeah, I know a lot of the lore and background and stuff, and what's a PPC and that kind of jazz. What's an elemental? But going back to the rules part of it and playing with the buddies, and also learning and teaching with new players, like I am amazed at the amount of players around me and good friends that have jumped in, like just hardcore, literally jumped in, have gobbled up everything that they possibly can get their hands on for Battletech, because it's sold out everywhere. And people are having a blast with it. Just a blast. Even with like Hal had a 4-player event the weekend before.
Yep.
And we were able to get Jason out, who really hasn't played it in such a long time, but he is out there, he's having a good time. And then some of the rules come up, and there's some slight changes to what he remembers, but either way, like, oh yeah, just a riot. So loving it. Really gone kind of hardcore into it myself. I know Bill's gone pretty hard too.
Oh yes,
getting his mechs painted up, as you see, is Nikolai Malthus and his Red Thor, which is pretty neat.
Yeah, I just looking to maybe get another Mad Dog, and I'd probably paint it up Kristen Redmond style. And then obviously once I get my hands on a 2C, on a good old Pytor, he'll have a place.
Back 2C. Yeah.
Those are the 3 main I think that I'm gonna paint in that style, like very, very reminiscent of the cartoon Battletech. I think it'll add a lot of fun factor and hit people right in the feels when you look at it on the tabletop. So
yeah, you'll need like a Mad Cat too.
Oh yeah,
just to have in the background as that no-name mech warrior that was in the show all the time.
Yeah, just there's always one just floating around.
Yeah, exactly. So, and I'm waiting for that juicy Wave 2 Kickstarter.
Oh yeah,
that we have been seeing lots and lots of pictures of on the internets, on the Facebook groups.
Yeah.
I've seen guys from the UK getting it already. I think a couple guys from the US has gotten it. So I just can't wait till I get a phone call. There's a big box here for you. Pretty much going to be taking off of work early.
You want to borrow my truck to pick that thing up, or?
Yeah. Let's go, boys.
Yeah. It's going to be sweet. I know all the Wave 2 picks that we have been seeing, like Andy mentioned. It's giving me the hype. And I just want to hit up one of the stores and get my clan box with the Hunchback 2C in it. I want to, buy some dirty old Intersphere tech so I can play some Succession Wars. Mm-hmm. I've been looking at the Grey Death Legion. Kind of a cool color scheme, and just I like painting grays and I like painting reds. They're kind of my jam from previous armies that I've painted, and I think I can make them look pretty interesting. So just looking forward to really exploring the game some more. And I know kind of after that match with Isaac, I know he's pretty gung-ho, and a few of the other guys in the community, like, everyone wants to start playing some games and get some solid time on the tabletop, which is great. And the best part is like, everybody's coming to the table with painted shit.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it is so much better when you see all the painted mechs on the board and you can really get immersed, right? And then, taking some nice pictures with good lighting, doctor it up with that sweet lens effects, and you're looking at a bloody tech manual cover, right? Like,
pretty much, yeah.
So keep a lookout for those. We'll be posting pics for sure.
Well, and the nice thing too is everybody's kind of they've kind of decided on, what their favorite look or faction is, right? And we kind of, I put up a poll and we're kind of across the whole board with different factions. So pretty neat. We just put in a big decal order as well, and like huge decal order, like, I don't know, 30 sheets of all these different all these different regiments and stuff, like mech units and whatnot. So I know myself, I ordered a fair bit of different ones from, Clan Steel Viper, which I know I'm probably gonna get some flack for on that one, but to some Draconis Combine.
You guys didn't see, but I turned my back to the screen when he said that.
I also got some more Lyran Guard to actually top off my mechs that I have painted. So they'll get the decal treatment, and then also for Steiner to go with the theme of the cartoon, the Somerset Strikers.
Oh yeah!
So I'm getting that decal. So look out for that. I'm going to try to get the mechs that they've used in the show and get them all painted up just like that. So pretty neat, Axeman, Mauler, Bushwhacker. Even bust out an old Wolfhound or Centaurian, and even that Dirty Awesome that he gets later on.
Yeah.
But yeah, just a big amount of decals, Wolf Dragoons as well, which actually I did an Annihilator up. I haven't taken pictures of yet. I'll have to do that. So yeah, lots of good stuff there. I know we're kind of planning some stuff here for possibly in the next month or so for the community.
Yeah, and it's going to be Battletech crazy. Oh, speaking of which, before we forget, those decals, we're actually buying them from Fighting Piranha Graphics.
Yeah.
And you can get them at www.fightingpiranhagraphics.com. I'll put a picture up if you're watching this on YouTube so you can see. But the quality is really good. I've had very little to no issues at all, like mounting them on mechs. You get a fair spread of sizing too. and pick yourself up a little bit of that micro sol, and honestly, like, you will make magic happen. So
yeah, I used them on my wolves, and it just they fit right in.
Highly recommended. So
yeah,
I've tried a couple off of eBay, and they weren't big hits for me.
Yeah, because we got it from the same guy, and those are shit.
Yeah.
To put it blunt,
Yeah,
they're shit. So
yeah, and I'm not gonna start naming names and get salty about that, but just go with Fighting Piranha Graphics, and you will not be sorry.
They have a wide range from clan to inner sphere to
mercenaries,
and then I think periphery as
well.
So.
It's good. So yeah, much appreciated for the effort those guys have put in.
Yeah, and I guess continue on with some Battletech talk.
Oh yes. Oh,
we had a little bit of interesting excitement, and I'll let Bill kick this one off.
So, if you're big into the Battletech scene lately, you've noticed that there is a new mech warrior joining the ranks. Duncan Rhodes, the man himself, ended up picking up some Clan Invasion box and jumping into the system. He actually started posting, some pictures of painted mechs, and they look legit. Really well done. And believe it or not, we reached out, and we were super excited to see him jumping into Battletech, being so new ourselves. And honestly, it was just kind of a, hey, you want to come on the podcast and chat some Battletech and painting and tabletop? Insert anything cool here. And he's like, yeah, sure, I'll jump on for sure. And I was like, oh, wow, that's awesome.
Yeah, no, that was pretty exciting news when you messaged me about that.
Yeah, I was pretty stoked.
Very cool.
Yeah, and we're really looking forward to jumping in with him, just because he is fairly familiar with the lore. It's just he's jumping into the game, and there's just so much to talk about, right? Especially with new guys. It's you rock an inner sphere, you lean towards the clans more. If so, what clan? It's just, what are you thinking of your first few games? Because there is a lot to take in with the game, and we're really looking forward to jumping on with them. So that'll be coming down the pipe later. But we wanted to drop that little tidbit for you, so get pumped, get hyped for some more Battletech goodness.
Oh yes, get ready for the Bachal.
Yeah. And
so
gaming continued. More gaming stuff. So, after a day of rocking out some Battletech, we wanted more. And Diablo 2 Remastered dropped their open beta on the weekend. And okay, this isn't tabletop, and that's fine, because sometimes you gotta take a break. And we went hard, and we vegged pretty good. The solid crew. There was 4 of us.
Yeah.
And we just rocked through Act 1. Well, built new characters. The new cinematics were amazing. The graphics, like in the game, are done so well. Everything's crisp. Everything looks really, really sweet. But it's that same. It's the same game, but it just hit me with such a heavy, like, nostalgic feel.
Yeah.
Like, it brought me back. It brought me back, and
the minute you start that game up and you watch that first cutscene, your skin's crawling already. You're just like, oh. And then like when you start going to the loading screen, and I know it's the loading screen. You go to the loading screen and you hear that music of connecting to BattleNet.
Yeah, and
you're just like, oh man, like.
And everybody knows that dun, 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 as you're starting to load up. It's great. The Necromancer and the Assassin weren't available in the open beta. All the other classes were.
Yeah.
And it was just there. And I already pre-ordered. I knew they were getting my money. Just because, yeah, it's good, right? Like, especially to be able to play through it with a fresh appearance. I'm all over it. And we were super pumped to share, did you check out Diablo 2 Remastered? Did you jump on? Did you play? Were you rocking out the open beta? If you didn't and you were hemming and hawing about it, just get on it, because you won't be disappointed.
Yeah, no, it was pretty fun. Pretty fun. A lot of memories.
Mm-hmm.
Especially when you're pressing like number 6 and it's die, time to die.
Yeah. Actually, if you're watching this right now on YouTube, I'll have a picture up. It's basically the old, you hit enter and use the exclamation marks. You could post your like a picture or a phrase above your character on the screen. And I was having a good laugh, so it was good. Brought me back to grade 7.
Oh yeah, good times with a whole bunch of the old buddies for sure.
Yeah,
for
and
sure.
The biggest thing I'm looking forward to is running in a crew of 8, because let's be real, most games these days are between 3 to 4 co-op online.
Lately, yeah,
and it's like 4's cool, but we got a big crew. Like, we have a big crew. There's at least any given time 6 to 10 people on. And it can swell like just crazy. So having the option to play with 8 is a lot better.
It is.
So
it definitely is.
We're about a solid month away from it dropping. So I'm quite excited. I'm just gonna patiently wait.
Yeah. No, for sure. It's once it gets going, I mean, we'll be spending a few hours. And when I mean
just a few,
I'm doing the air quote, a few hours.
Just a few. But that won't make our release schedule suffer. We'll still be putting out content for you guys, not to worry. We're not just gonna plug in and let our eyes glaze over for 3 weeks and disappear.
No, there's always stuff that we got going too, right? Like just recently, again for Bolt Action, I just did a unboxing of the new starter set that they came out with, the Island Assault. That just dropped on the weekend, so check it out. It's a pretty neat kit. If you're just jumping in one of those 2 countries or something that interests you, it's probably your best bet. So check that out. We'll have more unboxings as things come through. Kind of just waiting on whenever the Heresy stuff kind of drops. So there'll be a lot of unboxing for that stuff for sure.
Yep.
Be it either from myself or Bill, one of the 2, or both.
And I'm sure there'll be some sweet unboxing of the Wave 2 Battletech stuff.
Yeah.
So
like, I might even have to split it into 2 videos or something.
That'd be legit.
But,
it would be
legit. Definitely gonna take it. Like, I mean, the Kickstarter I got was pretty hefty. So
yeah,
I think there was like 18 boxes of mechs that I get, and then of course that's not including the shirt, pins, and the patches, and the dice, and the maps, and the books, and the any special stuff that I get with it.
Yeah.
So,
that's
but
awesome.
It's nice, like the booster packs. The nice thing too with it is even though I'm getting like all this stuff, like Bill's talking about his Great Death Legion, he's going to get the character mech, right? Grayson's mech, which is that's his Legion, like that's his merc unit. So Bill will get that, and kind of goes with his force, and then you'll have the Jade Falcon stuff coming down the road too. So
super excited for that.
Yeah, so it's good. No, there'll be a lot. You guys will have a lot of stuff coming to you, and not to mention, whatever else we got coming down the pipe.
Wow.
I know.
Yeah.
Necromunda is going to be, I guess, starting up here in a little bit.
That's very true. So on the weekend, one of the local guys ended up kind of rattling the cage, and he wants to get Necromunda going. He wants to kind of start off with a little Rust Breaker League, and I've never played. I painted a gang and thought it would look cool, and I've never played, so I decided, you know what, I'm jumping in, and I tagged the shit out of Andy, and poked him to jump in with me because it's another system. We both have it. We've been wanting to play it. Unfortunately, just the way things happened world event wise, it just didn't come out. And now with the opportunity arising, it's looking good, right? And you'll notice we're starting to do a lot of different stuff for you guys, because we enjoy it, number one, and because we want to share all these different games. So Necromunda's coming up. We're going to be jumping in. We're going to be having episodes talking about our initial thoughts on it, what we're doing for our gang. It's a mini 6-man person little, like I said, Rust Breaker League, and recently kind of just jumped on Yak Tribe, which is kind of an army builder for your gang, which is really nice to have. It's well laid out anyways. So I'm looking
for sure it is.
Looking forward to that.
Yeah, I still got to get that Goliath clan going. That gang, I should say. I got to pull them out of the box and actually get them going here. So, it'll be fun, and it's nice little skirmish game. So it won't be too bad to really put together and whatnot. And
no.
So, but it's good. We got, like you said, a few people jumping in, learning the game, playing the game. It'd be good to see how it goes. I never got to play it when it first was released.
Same.
Right, so now's the chance, the opportunity. Might as well take it when we can and go from there.
Well, and this is just the beginning, right? Like, there's a few of the other boys, Alex and Dan. They've been on the podcast before, but they all have gang stuff. They've got books, they've got gangs, they've got everything ready to go. And I think it'll be a matter of time before it's like, hey guys, we're playing. This is awesome, and just like a black hole, those guys get sucked in, and they get sucked in, and we're all playing now, right? Waging war in the Underhive, so it's
the Four Horsemen again.
Yeah, hell yeah, we're riding on the tabletop. So watch out.
Yeah, it's good. And then of course, whenever Forge World releases something, we're kind of all over it. So listening, this is going to be Wednesday, so 2 days ago Forge World teased us in ways I've never been teased before. I'll let Andy talk about it because I know he's excited. So I'm going to start from about 6:30 a.m. that morning. I'm cruising my Facebook and checking out the feeds and stuff, and sure enough, what do I see? Forge World has released this new Praetor pack for my boys in blue, the Ultramarines. And oh boy, I was just like, about time. That's pretty much the words that came out of my mouth, was about time. These characters look so good, in my opinion.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, those are Ultramarines. That's what it's about. Like, look at them. They're all done up. Got all the gilding and all the fancy stuff that the Ultramarines tend to have.
Yep.
Poses are really nice. And like different, of course you have your Terminator and you have your Arty armor, Praetor, but the helmets and the heads, and like the Terminator has like a Legatine axe or power axe, whatever you want to use it as, which is different for a Praetor, and it's pretty cool.
Yeah, it is.
Of course you can use it as a Paragon blade if you ever wanted to, right? So, but yeah, man. The minute I seen it, I posted it, and then everybody was posting it to me.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, he's already seen this. I'll take 2.
Yeah. Oh yeah. As soon as I saw it, I was like, holy shit! Look at these guys. Like they look really good. I know, I know online. I was like, well, I think judging by that Artificer armor character, I was like, they look beefy. They look bigger. The characters are super well done. Gather around. If you want to put that tinfoil hat on. Notice on the picture, and bing, there it is up on the screen. Notice that the 11th and 2nd symbols are on the Terminator shield, like on that character. And a couple of the guys online, including myself, were speculating, does this confirm that they absorbed the remnants of those legions? Alright, so I just, am I reading in too much? I don't know, but it was kind of like, why have 10 or why have 11 and 2 on them, right?
Yeah, I guess so. Hey, yeah,
it's interesting.
Sneaky.
Yeah. So
they like putting those little Easter eggs like that in there. You know what I mean? Which is pretty cool. It's pretty cool that they do that.
Yeah. So yeah.
Of course, it could just be completely random, and it is what it is. But I highly doubt it.
Yeah, and it's let us know. Let us know in the comments. We're speculating, but does it make sense? It makes sense to me. I think that, who knows, maybe we'll hear a little tidbit in a book upcoming or something. You never know.
Yeah. But I do gotta admit, I love that, we are getting these miniatures that are kind of missing. Everybody's kind of getting the Praetor upgrade.
Yep.
Which is great. Hopefully we'll see. I mean, I don't know if it's going to be, again, more Ultramarines or not, but, there are a lot of different units that they need to be made. So, but of course they could be going a different route and just releasing something else from somewhere else, right? So,
yeah.
But regardless, I'm happy to see that stuff is coming out. And even if guys, aren't crazy about the look of the way the models are, like with the posable stone or rock that they always talk about on their base. Regardless, like, it's great to see them. It's great to have them starting to come out again. And then, if you don't like parts of the model, there's always converting, right? So.
Oh yeah, but let's be real. These poor Praetor models are just gonna get butchered to just upgrade and make characters just to make custom everything.
You're gonna see somebody make some badass model out of these parts. It's plain and simple. So no, it's good. It's good. Quite enjoying that.
I am, and it feels like we're finally. I'll be honest. We're getting models that Heresy deserves. Like these definitely do have a fresh take on them. They feel updated. It feels fresh and new every time they release a Praetor pack, and I'm super happy with what they've been coming out with. Please make Iron Warriors next, and I'd be even more grateful. But super pumped up for that. Looking forward to seeing all the new stuff. I'm really hoping in the next month and a half, 2 months, we get some leaks or tidbits or back page of a White Dwarf centerfold even. Give me something.
Yeah, no doubt.
So the hype is real.
No doubt.
The wish list is long. So, speaking of Heresy, we've actually got a Games Day, a Heresy Games Day coming up in the future here. It'll be kind of the later mid September, and it's basically we posted it on the local page that we've got going on, and just trying to grow the system, grow the community, and break the rust off. kind of like a meet and
Yeah.
greet all around. And yeah, it's going to be doing 1,000 points, Centurion forces, just battling it out. And I'll have all the tables and stuff set up. And then we're going to do some brews and barbecue as well. It's all about that Heresy team building.
Brews and barbecue.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, it's going to be good. So
Definitely.
looking forward to doing that, which we'll have lots of pictures and we'll be talking about it after, for sure, right? It's just doing what we can right now to get the games in, to roll dice, to kind of have that that transition back to, you know, the good old days, and now we're living the good days again. So it's going to be a lot of fun coming down the pipe, and a ton of pictures for you guys, a lot of discussion with some of the different people. The nice thing about jumping into all these different systems and games is, you know, guests that we're going to be able to bring on as we go. And these guys will be SMEs, or subject matter experts. So we can actually, you know, have someone kind of filling in the blanks, because obviously, you know, our game knowledge only goes so far in certain systems, but the more we play, the more we know, and it's going to be good. And continuing with Heresy, I know eventually Titanicus is going to be coming down the pipe. I can hear them stomping way off in the distance, but those Titans are coming. So yeah, just, again, a lot of stuff on the go, a lot of stuff on the fly. And yeah,
that's kind of where we're at, right?
Yep.
So hopefully you guys are doing good as well, and getting some games in where you can. Who knows? Maybe you guys are going to some tournaments. I know some of the Warlord tournaments are happening in the States, so
yep.
You know, good on them. Over here, we're not really doing too much of that. As is, we're just kind of slowly getting back into actual gaming at the stores, but you know, having little events we're still good with, and we'll definitely kind of stick with that and have that happen and go from there, right? So
oh yeah, and there's been some pretty legit just events around, right, around the globe happening. Like the Titan Owners Club got together and played a massive game of Floor Titanicus, and all 28mm scale, and I think there was almost 100 Titans from what Mark was telling me.
Oof.
100 Titans all on the floor, massive printed out like walls and terrain, and just insane looking pictures, and that's next level.
Yeah, no doubt.
So
I'm just printing out stuff from Battletech. I couldn't imagine that.
yeah. Yeah. Have to have a farm.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Hey babe, this room is dedicated to 10 printers now. Like,
Yeah.
But that's our bedroom, I know. I need walls.
Oh boy.
So I don't recommend telling your SO that, because she'll probably kick you in the face out of the house.
Yeah,
So.
yeah, or you might have some miniatures on fire.
Yeah, come home, there'll just be a pile of goo on the floor. Not the way.
No.
So,
But you know, it's stuff like that you get to see communities pull out just some amazing stuff, right? So
yeah.
you see it all the time, even like with custom terrain.
Mm-hmm.
It's blows your mind. But that's also something, you know, down the road. Got myself a big old foam cutter, kind of almost like a bandsaw kind of style, right? So hopefully I'll be able to start making some big custom pieces, like tables worth.
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
kind of like D-Day sector, you know, Haw Beach and all that stuff. So
Yeah.
try to get that going and just make what I can, do what I can, and just trying to make it great for people who want to play. So
Yeah. It'll
including myself, right? So
it'll be pretty sweet to see all the new stuff, especially terrain wise. I know we've got a couple projects on the go with that. I'm looking at getting some work done on some arcologies on Kelth for some of that sweet gaming, and also doing a McCraig like Civitas basically to let Night Hunter run rampant on. So it should be a lot of fun coming down the pipe. And honestly, yeah, share with us your projects, things you have on the go, plan projects even, like, you know, tell me about the plan you have to build a brand new 4x6 table for your gaming group, or at home, or you and the buddies are doing it at the store. That's all the stuff we want to hear. It's awesome connecting with you guys once again. You know, the engagement is what really makes us, you know, driven to keep going, because you guys are engaging with us. We can tell you like it. You know, we're getting a lot of comments on the social platforms, and it's great, right? A lot of different stuff. I know we talked about once we hit the next threshold for us on Instagram, which I think we were talking about 750 for followers. We were talking about doing another gift card giveaway. So just, you know, things to help you keep trucking along and getting the hobby stuff done. So, and a way for us to give back to the community that's been super supportive since day one, and it just continues to grow. So yeah, we're really thankful for all that.
No, for sure.
So
yeah,
and that's honestly, that's pretty much it for this round, everybody. It was just like it was a whirlwind of stuff, and yeah, like I said, this last week's been crazy.
Yeah. I was on holidays and I was tired going back to work.
Needed holidays much. From your holiday.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
right on.
Yeah, it'd be great. Well, yeah, thanks a lot for tuning in. We hope you guys enjoyed the episode. It was a little taste of everything. But yeah, it's just, we're super excited about all this different stuff. And we look forward to, you know, cranking out more episodes and engaging with you all. And we will catch you next time.